Germany rejects Tinubu's ambassador Femi Fani-Kayode over erratic behavior and tribalism. I don't think it is over erratic behavior and tribalism. The people of those countries are saying that the first tenure of President Tinubu will soon be over. In those countries, they have structure and they follow their structures. They plan ahead. They do things in an orderly manner. They don't just do things anyhow. Your tenure is almost over. So there's no assurance that you are going to enter for second term. You are bringing ambassadors when it's almost less than a year for you to leave. So when you now leave, and another person becomes the president, those ones too will now want to have their own ambassadors, and then they will now change the ones that you brought like a year for you to leave office. So that is why they rejected them. Almost all the countries rejected all the Renault, they rejected all of them. Because those countries have structures, they know what they are doing. You've entered since 2023, it is in 2026 that I decided to send ambassadors. Why did you send them since? So I don't know. I'm not really sure it's because of his erratic behavior and tribalism. It's because those countries have structures and they don't want anybody to come and scatter their plans for them. Germany has rejected Femi Fani-Kayode ambassadorial posting over rabid ethnic and religious laws. President Bola Tinubu on March 6 approved the posting of the former minister to a Central European country as an ambassador designate. However, the Gazette exclusively learned on Sunday that the German government rejected Mr. Femi Fani-Kayode's posting to the country on March 13, 2026. The German government said it rejected Mr. Fani-Kayode's nomination due to his erratic behavior. That one said the controversial past statements, particularly his divisive ethnocentric, tribalistic, and religious fundamentalist comments in Nigeria, which the European country said was destabilizing. Mr. Fani-Kayode's rejection by Germany came days after the former minister insulted the United Kingdom's High Commissioner to Nigeria, Richard Montgomery, during an argument at a Ramadan dinner hosted by Senator Bashir Lado, the President's special advisor on Senate matters at his Abuja home. The rejected ambassador designate could not reach immediately for a comment on Sunday. Meanwhile, a senior administration official told the Gazette that he might be redeployed to South Africa as an ambassador. South Africa itself go reject him. Mr. Fani-Kayode, one of the prominent political figures Mr. Tinubu appointed as ambassador, is infamous for his unsavory utterances and controversial, sometimes divisive, writings on social media and in newspapers. In August 2020, Mr. Fani-Kayode verbally insulted a journalist after the reporter questioned the funding for his tour of states across the country at the time. During a press conference in Calabar, Cross River, Mr. Eyo asked the politician, "Who is bankrolling you?" Can you imagine? Yesterday, Mr. Fani-Kayode responded by calling the journalist stupid and his question insulting. Following public backlash, Mr. Fani-Kayode later apologized for his remarks, personally the beaten wife. The man is, the kind of people that we have in government. Angry birds, that's what they are. Again, Mr. Fani-Kayode came under public scrutiny over a child custody dispute with his estranged wife, Precious Chikwendo. The former minister had also been charged by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission with fraud, money laundering, and forgery over a 18-year period. That's the person that they will take as ambassador. Very funny. However, between 2024 and 2025, the court dismissed the EFCC's cases, which included alleged fraudulent receipts of 4.9 billion naira, laundering 200 million naira, and later 8 billion naira, and forgery of medical reports, on the ground that the prosecution team failed to link Mr. Fani-Kayode to the alleged offences. Imagine. Imagine. Olabijogo says, but the man talks anyhow and doesn't deserve that post. Therefore, they should bring him back and make him chairman in any motor park. For that is where his type belongs to. Prince Benjamin says, whenever he opens his fast but more lips, he talks trash. He forgets that the whole world takes notice. It takes other countries to point out what is wrong in Nigeria. Otherwise, which leader in his right senses would appoint a loose mouth as ambassador? Shame to Nigeria. He and Reno. Like, why? Akibi said, let him come back to the man that sent him with his shameful face and come to chop his shame. Justice also says, good news. Damisa says, we are now send $9 million to each country that rejected any of the ambassadors. Is the rest of the world not in Nigeria's pocket? They are all entitled to Nigeria's money except Nigerians. Abasi says, when a wooden insect gathers sticks on his own head, it carries it. Stephen says, FFK, cry. Baby, cry. You don't cry blood. Nobody's supposed to accept him and no mockery. They are very bad and corrupt people. Yes, so that energy say, you see, your mouth have put you in trouble. Every time you talk, the one they ask you, and the one they did not ask you. That is what they call foreign rejection. Chizi Emmanuel says the case of EFCC against him was dropped because Tinubu gave him a nod on that so that he could be appointed as ambassador. After vehemently criticizing Obi unruly and insulting Igbo race countless times, including Donald J. Trump government, and denying ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria, only a black, senseless African country like South Africa could accept him as an ambassador. Kassawe says, family, can you see yourself? Charity begins at home. Omayola says, the evil that men do lives with them, not after them. Oji Andy says he should be sent to Chad to go and represent Nigeria and not a civilized country. Benga Mobutu says, I don't know why President Tinubu approves the selection and deployment of basketmouths and not cultured Femi Fani-Kayode as Nigeria ambassador, Germany. Serves him right. A man who is used to uttering words that is likely to divide and cause disunity among tribes being rewarded with ambassadorial jobs shows how incompetent and ridiculous these governments are. In a decent society, Fani-Kayode lacks the quality and character of ambassadorial appointments, but the government is stickingly corrupt, very corrupt. Sabasa said they should also reject Reno. Yoruba people don't know the world is watching them and Tinubu government. Reno is not Yoruba because you don't start. You are talking well, but I don't understand. Yoruba people don't. Stop it. Yes, says this man is not fit in a country with integrity. Yes, so Akeze says, and yet is a man okayed and approved by the Nigerian government. Those ones that they see properly. They don't come so when it feels like we are all the same, but some are more the same than some. Okay? Franco said, I think Iran is better. I support those that suggest it. To go help speak to stop the word vocability. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.